Hi there. So I've been asked whether there's any type of energy technologies that I like to use, because we all know that the market is completely flooded with completely crap ones, and so this is my authenticity moment where I tell you the ones that I actually think work. This Somavedic. This thing, it charges water and food. I mean, you can charge pretty much anything on it, but it works amazingly. I love drinking water when I've charged it with that. I tend to gravitate, obviously, much more towards natural products, stuff like obviously crystals, but like, a lot of people who claim to have energy technology and technology that like works on the human energy field, it literally does absolutely nothing. And a lot of people who claim to have that type of technology, they just put things in there like crystals and whatever that themselves, I mean, it's no different than wearing a quartz crystal or something like that. So all of these products that claim to be that way are definitely not all created equally. So I'm like very excited as an extrasensory when I find something that is like, really, really good. And I'm always excited to find more of those types of things being made. One of the benefits of being in my line of work is that I get hired to speak at these like expos a lot. And so before I go on stage, I can like wander around all of the booths and everything and see some of the newest stuff that's out there. Of course, I feel really bad when I get to this booth where it's like, this isn't really actually doing anything. I don't usually tell them that I'm not like totally nasty, but it's always really exciting, when I see one of these products that works incredibly well. Hi there, guys. So you remember that I gave you a promise that if I found any great energy technologies, because so many of them are absolute BS, that I would be sharing them with you, right? Well, Somavedic has done it again. Before I give you this little rundown, I'm going to remind you that I don't get paid by these companies. I'll tell you if I do in the future, maybe if I pair up with one that's awesome. But here's this little Somavedic device. This is the new one that I got. This is amazing. I was also quite impressed by this titanium pyramid as a, it's called accoutrement to this particular device. I'm going to be talking to you about what both of these do. To begin with, if I had one simple word to describe this particular device from Somavedic, it is detox. These two together talk about the ultimate team for dealing with adversity. And everyone's got adversity in their life, even just with all of the electrosmog that's in the environment. Really great product. All right, so let's do a rundown. First, we're going to talk about this one, right? That guy, this Somavedic device. What I notice, having used it for the last 4 days straight, is that it's causing an incredible detox. First of all, it's got an energy field that is, in this one's case, about 200 feet or more. So it's affecting multiple rooms in my house, not just one, which is more than the product actually promises, by the way. And what I notice that it's doing is it's impacting viruses, bacteria, or parasites, basically negative parasitic organisms. It has targeted some more positive ones as well, I have to be honest, but it's really targeted those bacteria, viruses, parasites, and free radicals. And so what has been happening at night is a detox, like sweating and like a lot of bathroom use in the morning, which is super, super awesome though, because I feel like really super cleansed, and so do the other people who have been affected by the device. It's basically neutralizing energies in the house like electrosmog. It's structuring water. I've been using it on food and water. I sat some water on top of it for an entire, or not even on top of it, it was right next to it for a whole night. And that water was so harmonized in the morning, it blew my mind. It had a beautiful coherence pattern. Okay, so what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, signals. So when I'm sleeping, usually what's really obnoxious for somebody who is like an extrasensory is that I can pick up even radio channels. I'll never forget this one day that I was like laying in bed, and if I would roll 3 inches over to the left, I was actually hearing the play-by-plays of the football game. So that's the kind of stuff that usually keeps me awake at night, and what this is preventing is signals from coming through. Like, no joke, you guys. Like, this does not let signals come through. Like cell phone signals, anything. So I'm very impressed with this product. What else? All right, so this other thing, this titanium pyramid, let's talk about this for a minute. So this tool basically is like, what the company says is that it's like an enhancer, right? But what's really super interesting is that it is enhancing this particular device in a specific way, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but the device itself is actually enhancing this one, which has surprised me more. So with titanium, if I was to sum up titanium, and this is a solid titanium pyramid, if I was going to sum it up, because it's extra metaphysical, right, it would be vital force. These titanium little numbers are all about energy, 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 and health and vital force, right? So if this last one, this other device, does like detoxing and de-stressing and whatever, this one does a powerful job for regeneration, for giving you like extra oxygen, for pumping you full of energy, for creating a stable heart pattern. So it's like health, health, health. Like this is something that I would really, like these two in conjunction with each other, is something I would really love to put in hospital rooms if I could, and if I had my way. And like I said, the two of them together, so because this one is like so detoxing, and look, I'm gonna be the personal defense against all of these harmful things in your environment and create a coherence pattern one. And if this one's like, I'm enhancing vital force, energy, health, healing, health, strength, right? Them together, they're like the ultimate fighting adversity team. And by adversity, I don't just mean like negative emotional patterns between you and people who are adversaries. What I mean is that in our everyday environment, right, we've got constant adversity in the form of electrosmog, in the form of free radicals, in the form of like just the stress that our own body produces, stress chemicals, in the amount of parasites that are now living in our own emotional patterns that allow those parasites to take root. So it's like we're constantly in this adversity, and that's part of the stress state that we're in. So this team, that's why I had to share with you today. I'm very rarely impressed by any type of energy technology. Most of these energy technologies that we have, they're just crap. Like most just don't work, and it's complete placebo. This is not the case. So I can officially tell you that. And like I said, I was going to promise anytime that I found one of these that I would share with you. And so I have today. So again, these two devices that are absolutely what they claim to be. The Somavedic device and the titanium pyramid, both of whom work amazingly. By the way, another little known fact, you can use this as an individual tool to enhance whatever your intention is. So like, let's say that you had, and especially they work well when it comes to vitality or whatever, but because it's about energy, this is an incredible manifestational tool. So anything that you want to bring into your life, anything you want to enhance, then you can use this. And actually, this little Somavedic device is enhancing this energy.